Hey, what's up, DCUO? It's your boy Forcer Story here, and I just want to clarify a few things. A lot of people have been talking about GU37. Oh no, excuse me, not 37, GU47. Now, GU47, there's a lot of changes coming to DCU. As you can see, they're going to be releasing more content. They're going to be releasing episodes. Basically, they're going to be DLC split into three parts that will be released monthly. That's going to be future updates to come. It's going to be after the next DLC, which is Halls of Power Part 2, which will be bringing us Tier 7 content along with the mods and stuff like that as well. And of course, as you guys know, it's about that time for the next PvP season to begin. So a lot of people have been talking about the game and the state that it's in and the direction that it's going. DCUO is not doing quite well right now. As you can see, SOE already ran out and they've turned it over to Daybreak Games. Daybreak is doing a pretty good job trying to fix it, trying to resolve some issues with it, and I believe they're going the right direction. Now the question is, are they too late? Are they too late? So, can they save the game? Yes, I believe they can. One of the things you have to do is fix PvP, because PvP, unlike PvE, it's everlasting. You know, you never run out of PvP, because once you get fully geared and fully modded, you can always fight new people and keep fighting people in PvP and getting better and stronger and keep improving. Versus in PvE, once you get all the gear and fully modded and hit that top CR level and skill point level, you're done with it. So, they're trying to make some improvements to PvP. All that starts in GU37. Let me clarify some stuff. People are saying there's stat clampings going on. No, 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 no. They're doing gradual stat stat inclines. Okay, so gradual stat improvements. Basically, your stats are going to scale with your CR instead of the gear that really jumped up in the Amazon Fury Part 1. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this. A lot of the original players, the OG players, that have been playing this game back when, you know, Nexus of Reality and back when Gates first came out, you know, the stats were really low, all the way up, you know, Tier 3, Tier 4, even in Tier 5 content. You know, when Brothers in Arms and all that first came out. When Tier 6 dropped, when Amazon Fury first dropped, the stats increased dramatically. Tier 6, your stats like tripled. Okay, so all the way up from to Tier 3, Tier 4, and Tier 5, your stats are really low. Like controller's VIT is like in the thousands, 1,000. And now in Tier 6, they can have, you know, we have a controller in our league who has 5,200 base VIT. You jump from 1,200 to 5,200. And, you know, that's from Tier 4 and early Tier 5 to late Tier 6. So that jump was really big. So they're going to go back and make all the Tier 4, Tier 3, and Tier 5 stats. They're going to increase those, so it's a gradual improvement and not just one big jump when you get to Tier 6. That's to clarify a lot of the confusion people saying about the stat clamping. No, it's not a stat clamping. It's a gradual stat improvement. So everything is balanced as your gradual increase in CR goes up. Now, that being said, they're also going to have to increase the boss difficulties in Tier 4, Tier 3, and Tier 5 content. So be looking forward to that. If they follow through with this, those bosses should be significantly harder in like Nexus and stuff like that. But Tier 4, Tier 3, you won't see that much of a difference, just a slight increase in their hardness. Now, GU47 fixing PvP? Maybe. They're going to combat responsiveness. There's a page, and this is from the developer Dev Dirt. And there's been some other developers been talking about this too. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally happened. They've looked, the developers have looked into this game, been seeing some of these issues and problems, and they've been listening to us, I guess, to some extent, because they're starting to fix some of it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you some of these and go into depth on them. All right, so the vulnerability icon better reflects the counter windows. It should be less likely that you are countered when the vulnerability icon is not present. Now, a lot of you guys have noticed that here lately in the game, like when you block, the shield icon comes over your head, and then when you lunge, the shield icon is still there, even though you're lunging. That lag, you know, the shield is staying up for 1.5 seconds later, and you're still able to be, you know, knocked down by triangle, even though you're lunging now. That's going to be better on the responsiveness. So as soon as your finger comes off of the R1, that block icon, the shield icon over your character's head should go away immediately. So it should be, the icons on the game should correspond with real time. Whenever you press R1, your character should block. Whenever you release R1 on your controller, immediately on the game, not a 1.5 second delay, immediately the shield icon should be removed, and your character will no longer to be um, countered by a triangle. Someone holding a triangle ranging you. Same thing goes for the people that are holding triangle. As soon as you let go of the triangle button and hit lunge, that triangle, the target icon of your head should go away immediately, and it should immediately switch to the fist, which is the lunging symbol. So everything should be better on that. So that should take away some of that. I don't want to say lag. What do we call it? Lag registry is what we like to call it. The PvP, the lag registry. So that registry issue should be resolved there. The ability to be countered, to be more responsive. So when you basically what I've been saying, stun and knockdowns and pushbacks should happen in real time. So as soon as your character is stunned or knocked down, it will happen immediately. Not someone throw a stun on you and it takes a second later for the stun to then activate. It should happen immediately. This happening immediately should give you more time to be able to break out of it. And once you break out of it, you should be able to bounce back in excuse me. You should be able to bounce back immediately and begin to fight and counter. So once you get stunned, as soon as you break out, you should immediately be fighting again. You shouldn't have to, break out then wait a second later for your character to then be able to counter and begin fighting again. So that's going to be better. They're going to be fixing some CCs and stuns. So some of the CCs and stuns should not be unable to be broken out of. Like they're still working on the one with hard light, where if they throw the little chompers on you, the clamps, your character gets that on him, he's stunned forever. Or if Mendo, uses mass terror and your person's feared and walking around, for like a year and a day, those shouldn't last as long. You should be able to break out of those. And yeah, so these are going to be some of the changes to PvP. Last but not least, resist. Whenever you apply a stun or knockdown to a target, and if it doesn't work, if they resist it, then resist. The word resist literally should fall off of their character, letting you know that they resist your stun, your CC, crowd control effect, or your knockdown. And that lets you know, okay, they resisted that. And that resist icon, or the resist, you should see more of that with an increase in dominance, or if someone has immunity applied to them. So if a tank, is able to resist a lot of stuff, because he's out of immunity and high dominance, then you would see the resist fall off of him and whatnot. So those are a few of the changes that are being made to PvP and GU47. They're going to fix a couple of bugs with gadgets and nature, and yeah, I have to go back and read up on some more of those. But that's what they have so far. CC breakouts, control effects, stuns, breakouts, those can be fixed, and rolls. The roll, when you hold block and you move on your directional pad or on your analog joystick, when you roll, your character should, still be blocking or whatnot. So they're going to fix that, so where the rolls actually work, so you can actually start rolling around in PvP again. So they're going to fix that, and those seem to be all of the PvP fixes that they're doing with GU47. Again, that should make a significant improvement to the PvP playstyle. It should take away the lag registry, which means no more of you lunging someone when they're holding triangle and they're not working because of their shield icon still standing up over their head 2 seconds later. No more of that excuse. Resisting, there should be no more people having to complain about the hard light stuns lasting forever. Now there's still going to be some imbalances due to the powers. There's a lot to do with certain powers are stronger than others, and the server in general. The server lag is another one. So once they fix the server lag, and then probably with the new, I want to say UI, new gaming engine, probably help better fix that. Then the server lag issue will be dealt with, and then PvP will be pretty much fixed. Of course they have to do some stuff with the instances where level 10s can come in there and fight level 30s. Need to that doesn't make sense. Then have to bring back probably role advantages and whatnot, and up the stats a lot more for support roles, because all games go through the same thing when they end up having this issue. But they can look at WoW and the new game that's coming out, Elder Scrolls Online, to see how they're doing it, to where they're merging PvP and PvE gear. So there's not two specific gears, because with them releasing PvP gear once a year and releasing PvE gear multiple times a year, the PvE gear near the end starts to pass up the PvP gear as far as open world effectiveness goes. So they're either going to have to boost toughness to counteract that, or merge the gears together, or find out another system to incorporate into whereas PvE players in PvE gear can't beat a PvP player in PvP gear. It shouldn't happen, but it does happen. Sometimes you see some people do that, and they'll be cheesing 116, using Rage PvE gear and DPS roll to beat people in PvP gear. You have some of those people doing that, and that system shouldn't be abused. So yeah, with those changes being made in GU47, we could be looking at better PvP effectiveness. They still got a long way to go because they need to balance out the powers, as I've said. And we can see in the near future, Earth and Sorcery getting a revamp soon. And some people are complaining about that. Some people are happy about it. I'm honestly excited about it because it's about that time. And their pet AM classes. So because they're pet AMs, they're going to be buffing their pets. Not really buffing their, giving them an AM like everyone else is going to be buffing their pets. Some people saying the pets are OP. I think it's going to actually balance it out, make it fair. Because we have AMs, they don't have, the AMs as far as powers to get power back. They're going to have pets. So, that being said, I think that's going to make everything a little bit more balanced. They still got some more balancing to do with roles. If they don't bring back role advantages, at least do something to make roles more effectiveness. Remove the stat caps off of roles in PvP, and I think they can have a pretty effective revamp of the game. So besides that, they need to do some things with world PvP as well, as far as leagues go. I'll talk about that in another video. Though. But yeah. So let me know what you guys think. I will try my best to keep you guys up to date on these new GUs, these new game updates and these new fixes to the game. And yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys up to date on that. PvP Tournament Elite 5, we're still working on that. We're trying to get that hero and villain involved, and we're going to make it a $10 million prize. Other than that, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, stay tuned for some more news coming to you soon, hopefully as GU47 comes closer to being released. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and until next time.